Hello, everyone. Welcome to Drastic. I'm Dino, your host, and hello. Right, I've had my last video. I was talking about feelings, and I think we're gonna have to stick on that for a little while because there are a lot of different types of feelings that cause people trouble. And I've been experiencing guilt again lately. A close family member passed away, and there was a time where, well, let's just say I did something I was a bit ashamed of, and yeah, I never really got the chance to say sorry. And I live now just by doing this and hoping that in my head I say he'll be proud of me now. So that's all I'm doing. I'm just trying to keep doing better because it's hard, man, when you got to deal with all the guilt and shame. Like with the last episode, I was talking about feelings. I was on about how people will use certain substances to mask or to give them confidence, or mask pain and shame and guilt. And see, right about now, when something bad like that would happen, that would be a perfect excuse for me to go and lapse. And then normally leads to a full blown relapse. And if you've been there, you know that even though you can tell yourself in your head, oh, it's just like it always was, a day later, you're right, it's just like it always was. You've got a Roger Rabbit, to speak in code a bit, if you know what I mean. And you're running afraid from them. So you might be running afraid from your feelings, but I tell you now, once you get a Roger Rabbit, you'll be running from something, all right? You'll be running from the withdrawal, you'll be running from the police, you'll be running from everyone. Trust me. So, the thing I mean, what's helped me is my faith, finding my faith again. I've already told about in the last episode, and that's anytime I struggle now, I just pray. Pray for discernment's the main thing I ask for, but just play. Well, you had discernment on what's right and wrong in this situation that I'm dealing with at that present moment. Like I couldn't do it before, and I had a few different counsellors over the years, but the last one specifically. And if you listen to see this, Bobby, thank you very much. He was an absolute gent, and he helped me see things in a way where one, well, I knew where the shame and guilt wasn't mine, or two, that you've got to just like forgive yourself and get over it, and remember that the only way you can put the wrong right is by doing right. You can't put wrongs right by doing wrong. You can only put wrongs right by doing right. So no matter what them little steps you do, what little actions you take in doing right, it doesn't matter what it is, whether it's just getting up, cleaning yourself, washing up, tidying up. And believe me, I'm one lazy so and so, and I hate all of that. But even like I have to push myself into some of these things because one, it makes you feel normal again as well, and that's what you need to feel. You need to feel normal. You need to remember how normal you are, just like everyone else, but greater, worse off. Forget the elites and all that rubbish and all the rich because that's a fairy tale. You know what I mean? It's an absolute fairy tale, which isn't going to help you anyway. You can have all the money in the world, it ain't going to help you. Well, it's probably would actually, but distracted by all thinking about the ways that I bet the rich people can get their issues sorted straight away. But we ain't got that. We don't have all of that. We have each other, and we have the local services, and then you have your faith, or you know. But I'll tell you this is that you do need to learn to forgive yourself big time. And once I learn, I mean, understanding that is a lot harder than you think it is because, well, if you're self-critical as I am, you know full well that you can't forgive yourself. I mean, the devil's greatest trick as well is to put shame and guilt and all that in your head to make you think you're not worthy, that you're not worth anything, that you're just, you know what I mean? You're just scum off the bottom of someone's shoe or whatever they say. But you are worth it, man, and it does matter. It all matters. So don't think it don't think you do, because it bloody all does. And it's all relevant as well. Like like I say, the little things, believe it or not, are more important than the important things. Like, because you can't go straight into doing big things. You have to start small with little acts. So like I say, whether you have a shave, wash up, walk down the shop and buy a newspaper, I don't know. But get back to doing normal things, because that's what helps. Reality, normality. I wish I had a third one there to make that a bit of a rhyme. You know how it can roll off the tongue like that. Didn't work. Normally, I do when I was younger. I can talk rubbish for hours. Don't get me wrong, I can. But a lot of that rubbish might be useless knowledge, but it's knowledge that I'm good at giving advice. I'm not good at taking my own advice. Probably start watching my own episodes back, actually, properly, like start taking my own advice, because I'm tell you, I can sit down with a person, help them sort their own situation out, but I can't sit down and sort my own out. Never can. And I've had good people around me my whole life, luckily. My family and my partner, who's like, I don't know how she puts up with me, to be honest with you. I don't know how any girlfriend I've ever had to put up with me, to be honest with you, but it is what it is. I'm rambling again, but I have to ramble. This is, like I say, this is my meeting for now. And yeah, hello, I'm Dean, I'm an addict. I remember years ago, we used to mock that. It was a movie. I can't remember what movie it was. Oh, what was it? I think it might have been Fight Club. And they're all in the meeting. It is Fight Club, isn't it? They're all in the meetings, and I remember joking it, saying it. I was one at the time and didn't even know it. You know that. I wasn't on the real hard stuff, but I was still a user. And the quickest way. I'm sorry, I was just remembering back then, but like, I've forgotten what I was going to say. Oh, that's it. The quickest way you're going to solve your issues is just first of all admitting them, but not just to yourself, to someone else. You need to find someone else to admit them to. So that's why meetings help. Trust me. Get out there. NAAA, all of that. And I've made an app, right? I'm going to put the link. Well, I'm not sure if I mentioned this in the last episode. I've created an app which has got like an all-in-one kind of thing. You can set up your own meetings online. I've put Jitsi in there, so you can do a proper online meetings. You can have as many people as you want on it, and you can have it regularly, anytime you want. It's banging. AANA, whatever you want, you can set up. And one issue I've got is I've done it with base 44, and well, kind of, but I'm not sure how many integration credits it's going to use. If, like, say, 20 people, 30 people, or even more jump on and start using the online video thing for a meeting, I'm not sure if I'm going to end up with a massive bill for it. So I have messaged them and I'm waiting for them to get back to me. So why did I even bring that up? Anyway, so you got to admit things, man. You got to get to that meeting. That was it, because I was talking about going to meetings, wasn't it? And they help. They really help. It's not only that, but there's like-minded people in there, and they will share, as they say, their hope, strength, and experience. And these words, trust me, if I'm 20 years old, me listening to this now, I'm thinking, shut up, you absolute tool. You know what I mean? What kind of man are you? But let me tell you this, yeah. If you want to know what real men are like, and I'm not talking again about, go to a single parents thing and watch what they have to do to fight through the day. You understand me? In fact, any doesn't have to be a single parent. Just go and watch what a father has to do. It does have to be, because it has to be a dad, doesn't it? I'm talking about a male, and so just go and watch what a dad has to do to get through the day. That's a real man. You know what I mean? He has to get up, get his kid dressed, feed him, clothed, down to school. Then he has to probably come back, clean up, cook, just like a single mother would. You know what I mean? Do all of that, and his friends walk by, and he can't. He's got to stay in and get all this done. Especially those who've got like disabled children and that. That's what a real man is. I'm telling you. Those who get up, go out to work all day, pay the bills, and then come back in with barely enough time to eat and sleep before they got to go and do it again. Yeah, I mean, like when I look back now, I've got so much more gratitude for things people did for me now than I ever did back then because I wasn't a grateful person, is the truth. I wasn't a bad person. Well, I was a bad person, but I wasn't a nasty person. Sometimes, I'm digging a hole here, haven't I? But anyway, you knows what I'm saying. And I ain't going to stop these videos because, look, like I say, this is my meeting. I'm just going to keep throwing this up. Hopefully, you'll hear something and you'll learn from it. Because, like, when someone does a main show at a meeting, they might talk for 20 minutes. And I always have to listen to the whole thing because you do, they do come in and out of hearing or whatever. You phase in and out of it, don't you? But I never could because I have to listen to the whole thing because there'll only be like one little bit in there that will resonate with me and I'll identify with. But that one thing can change my whole mental state. Everything. It can just trust me. So like what I'm saying is listen to every minute of my episode, you little. But there might be one thing at minute one, there might be one thing at minute 10, you don't know. But honesty, feelings, they all go hand in hand. And this is why I always tell myself now is I bet the elites, the reason why all the real proper elites, why they don't really, use substances like we do, although we know some of the weird ones do, is because they use feelings the same way we use substances. Like we get like a, I don't know, we get a job interview. We get nervous and panicky and all of that. That's just natural to us because that's what we think. That's how we're brought up. But they're probably like raring it a bit, like, oh, I love this adrenaline rush, like just like an adrenaline junkie would, or just like I don't know, a kleptomaniac would do. Like it's. I think they've learned to get the rush off the real feelings, so they don't need substances. Because I think it's just as euphoric. I mean, the euphoria you feel under a substance that's available in your body anyway. Yeah, you've just taken something to make it switch on. But maybe just do a bit of meditating and switch it on with your mind. I watch a guy do. He reckons he can do like a DMT thing with his, like breathing techniques that takes him into that kind of state. Trust me to have damaged lungs and can't do the bloody breathing techniques needed to try it out. So I can't do it. Always looking for something, like even when it's a natural thing, I'm always looking for something. I just can't help it. I really can't. I've tried, and I've tried. All I can do now is just live in the day, stay in the moment, and make sure I'm aware because I can slip at any moment, and it only takes one slip. And for me, I'm at that point where the next slip is the end. I know it. My lungs are that battered. Yeah, I can't get off the bloody way. But then again, I've been off the fags for a couple of years now. No cigarettes for a couple of years, man. So next step's the vape. That's going. Avanti. Get out of here. Soon enough. But anyway. I'm gonna say a little prayer for you all. Because I just want to try and help get the God protect you as much as I can. So, Lord, Father in heaven, do me a favour, please. Anyone who hears this message today, give them hope, strength, give them some discernment, clarity of mind, and peace as well. Give them some peace, man. We need that right now, all of us. Thank you. Amen. Trust me, the first few times I did that, I felt really self-conscious, like, and I thought, well, no, because I'm happy to talk about God any other time. I love the stories about Jesus. Can't get enough of them. And so, if what's the difference between that and praying? But yeah, when you close your eyes and you pray, you can feel something happening, can't you? It's weird, man. You can feel something happening. And you probably don't try it that much. Maybe you should. Same thing as meditating. And we know now that it's proven when they put the brain thing on people, and meditation activates the brain in really mad ways. And maybe praying does as well. It's like when they pray over water and freeze it. You have a look at the water under a microscope, and it's like the most perfect crystallized water you can get. But then you get over and say something nasty to it and freeze it, and it's all damaged. I'm telling you, it works. It really works. 369, Nikola Tesla. Energy, frequency. What was the other one? What does it matter? Not like I'm going to be the next Nikola Tesla now, is it? So look, I'm going to leave it here because I don't want this to be too much of a head do for you all. Just little things every day. I'm going to start a new one up soon, coming Drastic Daily, it's going to be called. And I'm just going to pop in every day with a little, little positive message, a little bit of guidance, I don't know, whatever. I'm just going to spoof it as I always have done and crack on and hope that helped one ear. I've already helped one person, but if I help one more, just one more, I'm keeping doing it anyway, I'm on about. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe, share this to anyone who's got any issues, and get the notification bells on because this will keep going. There will be more episodes and it will get better, I promise you. I'm hoping to have some guests on at some point, but I asked a few people and I realised I need to do it because I talk a lot, me, and then I don't do things. I'm known for that. I know I'm known for that. So I thought I'd get a few episodes up to show people how serious I am. I've got all the kit and all that, so soon I'm hoping to have a few people on to share their hope, strength and experience. And I'll leave it there. This is Dino, Drastic. Ciao, bells. God bless all of you. Have a good day.